White House Deputy Chief of Staff Stephen Miller glitched out on air during an interview on CNN after apparently saying too much.
You've called the district judge's ruling blocking the deployment of National Guard in Oregon legal insurrection. Does the administration still plan to abide by that ruling?
Well, the administration filed an appeal this morning with the Ninth Circuit. I would note the administration won an identical case in the Ninth Circuit just a few months ago with respect to the federalizing of the California National Guard. Under Title 10 of the U.S. Code, the president has plenary authority.
Stephen? Stephen? Hey, Stephen, can you hear me? It seemed, Stephen, I apologize. It seems like we're having a technical issue. We'll try to fix that and get back to you after a quick break. Stay with CNN.
Stephen? Stephen? Earth to Stephen? Are you there? Are you there? You're blinking. You're blinking. Did you just pull a Mitch McConnell? Or Glitch McConnell? No, he actually didn't. I think he realized, oh no, I just said the quiet part out loud. Oh God, oh God, oh God. In fact, when they came back on the air after fixing their supposed technical issue, Sanchez had asked the question again and got a slightly different answer. See, Miller had answered the question, but left the word plenary out of his response. He said, I was making the point that under federal law, Section Title 10 of the U.S. Code, the president has the authority anytime he believes federal resources are insufficient to federalize the National Guard to carry out a mission necessary for public safety. So he left plenary power out. That's very, very interesting. What is plenary power? Basically, it refers to a government official, like a president, having absolute control over a particular matter. So, for example, a president with plenary power on, for example, the military, would not need approval from any other governmental bodies in order to send the military into, well, basically anywhere he wants, domestically. That's not good. So what he admitted there by saying that word is that he believes that Donald Trump is essentially a king who could send in the National Guard to any city he wants for any reason. That's it. He's got the plenary power. And that is incredibly messed up, which is probably why he stopped right after he said that and was like, I need another take. Okay, I accidentally gave away the game here. Look, presidents are not supposed to have that power, okay? We're not supposed to have a king. We do not have a king, okay? We do not have an emperor, okay? We are not under the rule of Palpatine, all right? That's not supposed to be the way that we do things. And look, our country's founders, for as flawed as they were, they actually had some pretty specific fears about giving the president absolute control over the military, and had set up some safeguards to protect against that. You know, because they wanted to protect the erosion of civil liberties for white people, obviously, and to protect the democratic process for white people. Again, I'm just being 100% on that, right? Yes, the founding fathers were flawed. They were racist, okay? Because a lot of people were back then, all right? But they had some good ideas. And they enshrined them in our Constitution, which Donald Trump, an even more racist person, Stephen Miller, even more racist, is like, no, let's shred them. Let's shred them. Let's let Donald Trump become a king, okay? But no, that is not what the Constitution allows. Under the Constitution, governors have the authority to maintain order within the borders of their own respective states. You know, federalism. What we're supposed to have. We're supposed to be under a system of federalism, which includes, ironically, states' rights, of which, again, Donald Trump is shredding. by sending the National Guard to places that do not want it, had not asked for it. He sent it to LA. They didn't want it. He sent it to Chicago. Didn't want it. And are suing this administration. Sending it to Portland. Portland also doesn't want it. I mean, what part of this is hard? Okay? No, they're completely destroying rule of law and shredding the Constitution. The same things that they always accused, ironically, the left of doing. But look, when it comes down to it, Trump does not have plenary power. He cannot just do whatever he wants, whenever he wants. He has to answer to others. It's a checks and balances. Now, one of the checks that's supposed to be on him, which is failing miserably, is the courts. Okay? You've had lower courts that have blocked Trump's deployment of the National Guard, whereas the Supreme Court comes in and rubber stamps everything. Now, Miller has claimed that, oh no, Trump has that power under Title 10. And they're using that argument in court. But the insane thing is that Title 10 only allows the president to call the National Guard into federal service when the country is being invaded. We're not being invaded. Or when there's a rebellion or danger of rebellion. There is neither thing. Neither. None of that is happening. No invasion, no rebellion, nothing. In fact, I would say the only people that are going against rule of law is this administration, which is a lawless administration. But they don't care. They don't care. They are ignoring over a third of all the court rulings that are being made against them, okay? That are negative. They don't give a damn about the law. They are a lawless administration. And again, this is not a glitch on the part of Stephen Miller, who accidentally gave away the whole game and admitted that he and Trump are nothing more than lawless authoritarians. That's the reality. Now, I was told by numerous conservative right-wingers that we needed the Second Amendment. This is why we need the Second Amendment, to stop tyrants. So where are they? Where are the Second Amendment people? They're nowhere to be found. Shocker. Shocker. Well, actually, you know what? Scratch that. I know where they're at. They're all joining ICE. They became the tyrants. Shocker. Except no, not really. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you become a member on our YouTube page, you become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.